There is no way you can mention the Monteith name and do not mention Archibald. He became the first African missionary of the Moravian Church of Jamaica.
To be a Monteith, to be part of this family is something quite unique. We are a group of alpha people, everyone with something to say and the strength to say it. We are numerous and growing all the time. We are excellence and we stand on the shoulders of giants. Where does our story begin? An unanswerable question which lies in the midst of time on the landmass many argue is called Al-Kabulan, mother of mankind, now called Africa. And while we cannot claim to know our beginning, here is where the first chapter that we can lay claim to begins. Our ancestor stands out in that his story, his written testimonial, is a strange one. It is not a religious tract, it is not a memoir, it is not a slave narrative, but a unique blending of all three, something you will be hard-pushed to find elsewhere. It ensures that we are one of the very few Caribbean families that know where we came from. The clues are few, but they are definitive. His name was Anyaso, his mother Darinija, his father's name was Duru, which may have been a title denoting a high-ranking man or prince of his people. He was Igbo, referring to the largest ethnic group of what is now called Nigeria. He worshipped the lightning god Chukwudama. He was looking forward to the Ichi, a grueling marking of the forehead. All of these things point towards a specific area in Awka, the Igbo heartland. And we have found him, born at the approach of the 19th century and taken into slavery at the age of 10. And so begins his new journey. Named Toby by his new owner Monteith, we see his name listed as property. We have the feeling of a human that is determined to find his way to a goal, however. Accepting Christ as his saviour, expressing this experience in words that resonate with so many of us today, he became Archibald at his baptism. And this newfound life was something that would influence his every decision from that moment on. One of the first of the enslaved to be married in Jamaica, married to Rebecca Hart at the Anglican Church in Black River. Time went by, and Archibald rose through the hierarchy and, according to his manuscript, was well received by both his peers and the whites. He made sure to be educated. He made sure to pastorally care for those around him. He made sure to earn so that when the time came, he was able to purchase his freedom for £50, insisting on freedom now rather than wait the 3 years for abolition. So important was freedom to him.
He gave me my free paper, and herewith my slavery had an end. I dressed myself in my Sunday clothes and rode to Carmel.
All the people present looked at me with astonishment as I stepped near the house. I took off my hat and waved it around my head and cried out with a loud voice, "Thank God I am free." All rejoiced with me.
Liberty is sweet.
Oh, how full my heart of thanks and praise that at length I had attained unto the blessing of liberty.
Monteith Emancipation Day, 1st day of June, 1837. Already a member of the church in Carmel, he went to work as native helper there for the sum of £12 a year, continuing his pastoral care until his death in 1864. But the story does not end there, but passes from generation to generation, transmitting that sense of purpose and achievement, of love for God and family, until we come to Uncle John and Aunt P. John Ernest Monteith, son of Thomas and Jane Monteith, the last of 11 siblings, was born on the 17th of May 1887, a musical prodigy who played the organ from the age of 10. In 1918, he married Pearline Ethelyn Monteith, née Hendrick, who was born on the 23rd of Feb 1900. Founders of a dynasty whose desire and dedication to serving God, family and community must surely exalt them. Uncle John served on the parish council, on the board of directors for the Newmarket People's Cooperative Bank, school, agriculture and housing authority boards. He served as lay pastor, organist and choir master for the Moravian Church, becoming the village lawyer. Aunt P, sewing school uniforms for children whose parents could not afford them. All of these things are throwback to the care Archibald showed for those around him, a throwback to the love of God that Archibald demonstrated. They raised their children in such a fashion as to inspire an enduring love and respect for them that is palpable to this day. Uncle John left this earth on 7th of July 1975, and Aunt P joined him 13 years later on the 29th of July 1988. Leaving their 14 children to continue their legacy, 14 children whose lives still inspire. And then there is us, the grandchildren and great-grandchildren of Uncle John and Aunt P. Very soon it will become impossible to keep track of all the branches of the family as we continue to spread throughout Britain, America, Canada, Australia. But that sense of who we are is indelibly stamped on the mimetic DNA of our souls regardless of our surnames. There is a reason that the t-shirts worn at the family reunion many years ago showed our name as an acronym, that Monteith stood for "May our names translate excellence in everything that we handle." It is because we stand on the shoulders of giants.